James Berg became a household name when he was all of 3 years old. His epic story has been ingrained into the hearts and minds of millions of Americans as we witnessed his life one day at a time through the lens of the paparazzi and through the writings of his admirers and critics alike. From his toddler years as a clown enthusiast to his days as a preteen chess champion, from his professional skateboarding career at age 13 to his subsequent decision to give it all up to attend MIT on a full-ride scholarship, from his tumultuous battle with depression, which led to drug and alcohol abuse, to his 2-year stint in rehab and his triumphant return. James Berg overcame unfathomable odds while captivating audiences from around the globe on his mission to rid the world of Lyme disease. Tonight, we will examine the life and times of James Fuzzberg on this very special episode of This Is Your Life. Born James Fuzzberg on February 2, 1971, to Linda Cipoletti, a secretary at the Nevada test site, and Father Clifton Berg, a career soldier for the U.S. Marines, James would be the only child of these two star-crossed high school lovers. Linda met Clifton at E.W. Clark High School in Las Vegas, Nevada on September 9, 1967. While online to take her junior yearbook photo, Linda caught Clifton's attention when she dropped her glasses. Clifton hurried to pick them up for Linda, explaining that this had happened to him once before. They both laughed, falling in love almost immediately. Married 2 weeks after their graduation, Linda quickly became impregnated by Clifton, who insisted on starting a family before enlisting in the Marines. But soon, Clifton would be stationed in Vietnam, where on Christmas Day 1970, his helicopter is shot down over Saigon, leaving Linda to raise James alone. Clifton never met his son James.
Black Camaro's his family. It's where the love is. Plus he's got his mommy and whatever.
He's got a mom, and he's got a cousin, and he's got a nephew, and he's got 4 family members.
We're all in high school. We were supposed to meet up at the Red Rock Theater to see Full Metal Jacket. Fuzz never showed up. That's the only time we ever caught a glimpse of what we now know were deeply repressed feelings about his father and what happened in Vietnam.
But James was determined at a young age to succeed, as encouraged by the love of his mother and his lifelong friend, Jordan Robbins. Fuzz, now going by his middle name, and Jordan were inseparable.
I met Fuzz when I was about 3. We hung out. My mom bought him all kind of toys and stuff.
On the day of James' 3rd birthday, Jordan's mom got Fuzz his very first bear cake. It was Jordan's mother who would later buy Fuzz his first Atari system as a Christmas gift. It wasn't long before Fuzz became the Tri-State Western Region finalist in the world-renowned National Atari Semi-Regional Championship Tournament. It was here where Fuzz would debut to the world his skills as a child game prodigy, taking home the 4th place trophy at age 5. By age 10, Fuzz was used to the spotlight and had acquired a taste for young ladies. By 13, he was a professional skateboarder whose talents in both vert and street enabled him to court women twice his age.
I remember when Fuzz and I were doing backside grinds over the death box on the corner of Torrey Pines and Flamingo. When he went pro, we were all getting laid. We thought older chicks were oozing off him. And we were like sponges just soaking it all up.
We knew Fuzz was into older girls, and we'd always be able to meet someone when he was in town. It intimidated some of the kids, but most of us learned to embrace it. It was cool. It was cool, I guess.
By his 20s, Fuzz was only interested in mature women. One girlfriend, Ruth, was nearly 4 times his age. Fuzz fell in love quickly, but on Easter Sunday in 1990, Ruth passed away, leaving James as the only beneficiary in her will. In the will, there was a stipulation that required James to become a mechanical engineer, like Ruth's father was during the Industrial Revolution. In order for James to receive a dime of Ruth's trust, he would have to apply for college.
Fuzz knew he had to give up skating to make Ruth proud, and to fulfill his court order requirements to gain her trust. There was at least $5,000 in that trust.
When word got out that James would be applying for schools, he immediately received a full-ride scholarship to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where he would receive his PhD in engineering, his master's in developmental child psychology, and a BA in real estate marketing solutions, all by the age of 22.
When Fuzz graduated from MIT, I wasn't shocked. I mean, I was still in shock over the loss of all the chicks that just vanished as soon as Fuzz moved to Massachusetts.
Having grown up Catholic, Fuzz was guilted into maintaining the appearance of having a gentle soul that lasted well into his college years. But in his senior year at MIT, Fuzz finally gave in to his temptations. He had his first experience with drugs and alcohol that would soon formulate into a serious addiction that led to manic depression, spinning Fuzz wildly out of control. By graduation, Fuzz had spent all of Ruth's trust and most of his tournament winnings on drugs and alcohol. His family and friends knew they would have to use what little money they had if they were ever to get Fuzz the help he so desperately needed.
Once we knew Fuzz was ready to commit, we decided to pull together everything we had in our savings to get him back. We missed him. I think it was worth it for him and for us.
When Fuzz finished his 2-year stay at Monte Vista Hospital, he emerged with a renewed sense of pride. Having been taught to play guitar by another patient in rehab, Fuzz decided it was time to foray into a new career in music. While performing in several funk fusion acts throughout the United States, Fuzz improved his technique and honed in on his own custom style. But it wasn't until Black Camaro came along when Fuzz would begin to restore his reputation in the public eye.
Hey, little buddies, I'm Fuzz. I'm an Aquarius in the second moon falling. I dig 6-string gats, the color chartreuse, and the smell of the desert after the rain. I'm president of the Chuck Norris fan club, and I dig backside grinds over the death box.
I know that we all kind of had part in it, but it was me who asked Fuzz to join the band. So I guess you could kind of say I'm the one who rescued him, if you will, but I knew that he'd get us some good press, and I think Tom liked him a lot.
When Black Camaro took a break from the spotlight to write their hit 2012 album Black Camaricans, Fuzz's childlike enthusiasm for music kept him going. On his 40th birthday in 2011, Fuzz debuted himself to the world as Fuzz Solo, a one-man band with a cigar box guitar.
Come on, little one, you can dance under my midnight sun.
When Fuzz goes out and does his Fuzz Solo thing, it's kind of like he's telling Black Camaro, like, I don't need you guys to hold me up anymore, and B, pretty much just self-advertising his cigar box guitar thing.
I bought one of Fuzz's cigar box guitars. I love it. It felt bad, you know?
I'm waiting for him to give me one, for free. I deserve it.
From a drug-addled 20-something to a successful luthier. From a video game champion to a skateboarding legend. From an old soul in the body of a teen to an older soul in the body of an old man. James Fuzzberg has achieved in one lifetime what a small country in Eastern Europe could only hope to achieve in one decade. His face is known to millions, but now the world hopes that the furthering tale of James Fuzzberg might one day return to This Is Your Life.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.